So it turns out that I have ADHD. In this video, I'm going to run through 5 things that makes my art life difficult because of that diagnosis, and 5, not solutions, but tips that I use to kind of get through that, right? Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Inkstein Panda, the place on YouTube where we discuss arts and do tutorials and stuff. So you guys, about 3 years ago, I posted a video on this channel about the link between art and depression. Very interesting video, I think. It did not get very many views, but I do recommend that you give it a watch. The link will be in the description. Now, I made that video because I have, throughout my life, and especially with regard to my, artistic life, um, had I've had many bouts with depression, many periods of my life with depression. As some of you might know, I'm 52 years old now. Um, And I got my ADHD diagnosis about a year and a half ago. That's pretty late in life, right? To find out, and discover, Jesus, man, that explains such a vast amount of my life, right? That's why I'm like this. So ADHD affects a person in many aspects of life. This here video is going to be about some struggles that I find when it comes to creativity and art. I have 5 listed for you in this video. I'm sure there's many more struggles, and I'm going to cover that in future videos as well. But here are 5 struggles that you deal with as an artist or a creative with ADHD. The number one struggle that comes to my mind is starting projects but not finishing them, right? And that is a major ADHD curse, right? Because starting a project provides novelty and excitement, right? But that wears off like that. So when it's not exciting and new anymore, I tend to lose interest. A solution I found for that problem could be to break a project into small steps, right? So instead of going from idea to finished product, I kind of break it up, do it in tiny steps, right? Like, so step 1 could be like sketch it out, do the sketch. Step 2 could be paint a beautiful background. Step 3 could be choose your color palette for the object that you are painting. Step 4 could be block in the shadows, all that, right? Because breaking it into little steps sort of gives me dopamine for each step, right? So each step is a project in itself. Good tip. Problem number 2 could be time blindness or losing track of time. Because I can tend to hyper focus for 5 minutes only to later find out that it's actually been 5 hours, or vice versa. I can hyper focus for 5 hours only to find out, oh, it's only been 5 minutes. I haven't gotten anything done, right? So a solution to this problem could be one that I use. I set a timer for like 30 minutes, right, where I work for 30 minutes on one thing. The 30 minutes, and when the 30-minute period has passed, I take a break, grab a cup of coffee. Then I do 30 minutes on something else that I also have, because I've got thousands of projects always. So break it up into segments, right? Do 30 minutes on this, 30 minutes on this, 30 minutes on this. And if and when I get like sucked into the rabbit hole of something and just, freaking enjoy it, I just go all in on that, right? Forget all the timers and all that shit. Now, the third problem that my ADHD brain grants me, is a very big one for me, actually. And it's about perfectionism and creative paralysis, so to speak. Whenever I do a project, I have an inert desire to make it perfect, right? And you know, part of my brain knows that I will fall short on that um, goal. Perfection is, it's not going to be perfect. So that can lead me to procrastinate or, you know, do what I can to avoid the project altogether. So my solution to that issue is sort of to, you know, convince myself that, you know, making a project done is better than making it perfect, right? So I give myself one sitting maybe and say, okay, I got to do this painting or whatever in 5 hours. And when it's done, it's done. It's not going to be perfect, but it's done. And that is good enough. Another, very annoying aspect of my ADHD is all the clutter. You guys can't see much of my workspace because the camera is focused on me here, and the background here seems well organized, right? But around me, you should see the chaos around me here, you know. So whenever I go to paint a painting or something, I'm always, I just know I'm gonna spend 30 minutes looking for my brushes. Well, they're right there, but looking for, you know, where is my Mars Black acrylic paint? Where is my, you know, where's my Crimson Red? I know I saw it somewhere, but, god damn. So the solution, of course, is obvious. I don't practice it that much myself, but a clean space with everything organized would help me. I just, can't bother to find the time to organize shit, so I don't know. And the fifth, annoyance with my brain, my ADHD brain, is that my motivation and my energy is very, very inconsistent. I tend to go through cycles of, very booming desire to create, and where I just go, 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 go. And I also have cycles where I really can't be bothered. So it's like being super productive one day, right? Making tons of shit, and just totally burned out the next, just wanting to watch television for the entire day, right? So my personal solution for that is to have like I have like a vision board on my wall down in my kitchen, just a handwritten one, right? Projects that I want to get done. And looking at that vision board kind of like helps me, oh yeah, I have this and this and this and this project lined up that I want to do, right? And maybe yesterday I spent the entire day doing a painting, and I'm kind of burned out on that now. I can't be bothered to pick up the brush, right? Um, but then looking at that vision board is like, oh yeah, 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 I could do T-shirt designs. I could do, some fonts. So anyway, this has been sort of a ramble, maybe, right? I tend to do these videos without a script because I'm not that organized. I'm gonna cover the subject of ADHD further in more videos, right? So please do the subscribe and the like and the bell thing, all that, right? And comment down below, please, as well.